Here with Eileen Panzarella. She is the prevention director at Pathway to Recovery here in Hazleton. We're talking about vaping today, and we were having a little chat before we came on the air here. And I said, "Hey, is smoking down with teens?" And you said, "Oh yeah, that's down, way down." All of a sudden, vaping comes along. It's like the next generation now of addiction, and this is a big problem among teens and I guess a lot of other people.
Yes, we just got results from surveys taken last year where it's only 10% of teenagers are smoking, but 50% have admitted to vaping. So it is the next thing. You know, cigarette companies they know their sales are down, so they had to find a new product.
Why are they getting these huge numbers?
Well, it's all about the flavoring, and that's what teens admit to. 75% say they are doing it for the flavors. There are over 7,000 flavors that they can pick or choose from. And another thing is they don't even realize there's nicotine in it.
Yeah, how much do we know about vaping? I'm sure things have to be, studied a little bit before they get out there into the general public, but it seems like we're still learning about this because you mentioned something called popcorn lung.
Yeah, I mean, we're still trying to find out what vaping is all about and what the results are going to be on the body. So one thing, popcorn lung, is now being talked about. So this originally was found in the microwave popcorn industry. The workers who were working with flavorings that were put in the bags were getting a lung inflammation, and now they call it popcorn lung. Well, that same chemical, which has been removed, by the way, from microwave popcorn, is now being found in the vape juices and the vape flavorings.
How much do parents now and your organization, everybody, have to fight against social media? And I want to say almost when you are that age, you're very influenced by things, and I see it all over Instagram. Kids are vaping. Juuling is, I guess, a company, but yes. I mean that it seems very, very popular.
That's the term. Yes, juuling. 85% of vaping is happening with the Juul, which is so popular among teenagers, which looks just like a little memory stick, so they can hide it in schools. They could have it at home. Their parents might not even, they might think, oh, they just have a memory stick for their computer. And they can use it. So, with that, it's very, very popular. Like I said, 85% use that.
So how much do you have to go into this with this knowledge? And maybe even when you looked at the fight against cigarettes, was it, okay, we just have to get the peer pressure away too? And is that part of the battle? Do you use some of the same strategies that were to get the smoking numbers down?
Yeah, I think we're going to be using that. We also have to look at, when you mentioned social media, right? And the cigarette companies and these vaping companies know that's where the teens are. So they're actually paying people on YouTube to vape. And the teens are watching these YouTube videos and they're seeing people vape, so they think it's cool, not realizing they're being, rewarded for vaping. They're getting paid for it to show that.
What are some resources at Pathway to Recovery if parents are overwhelmed and they're like, I don't know about this, I do have some questions, can you help them out? Or is there some resources?
Yeah, we can definitely, we have brochures on vaping. We can come to PTA meetings if there's a group and they want to know more about it, the different kind of products that their kids might have out there. We're available. We can provide all kind of education. We're going into the schools, we're educating the students, so it's really a big focus this year.
And I don't know where we're at with this, but I heard there was some legislation maybe to limit some of the flavors. Where is that at, and do you think that'll be? You said a lot of it is the flavors for the kids. Will that be a big weapon in the arsenal against the addiction?
Well, the FDA 2 months ago came out with that the companies have to find some way to keep these out of teenagers' hands, or they were actually going to ban the products. So 2 weeks ago, they did come up with a plan where certain flavors that the teens like for instance mango, will not be sold in the stores, that they will only be sold online, so they're hoping that keeps them out of their hands. They're going to have to definitely make sure, a lot of that too is they're going to make sure they're 21, not even 18, in order to purchase it.
So someone like me, I'm in my 30s now, and I say, hey, this looks like a safer alternative to smoking, because again, I don't have all the facts. What would you say to someone like me and say, well, hey, listen, here's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's being promoted, that you could quit smoking, but we have no evidence that that is the case on that. So there's no hard evidence that it is a better way to quit, smoking right now.
And speaking of quitting smoking, you have a program coming up at Pathway to Recovery to help people maybe quit smoking. Talk a little bit about that. It's on December 13th.
Yeah, we wanted to start, we're promoting it as give yourself a gift this holiday season and quit smoking. You know, we know that it's going to have so many health benefits if you do quit. So we're starting, it's called Freedom from Smoking. It's an American Lung Association program. It runs for 7 weeks. We're starting at December 13th at 2:30 p.m. at our agency. It's free of charge, and we also provide nicotine replacement, patch, gum, lozenge, all free of charge for people who come through the program.
Have you seen people go through the program, and what are some of the reactions? I mean, I remember my grandfather quitting smoking. It was a huge milestone, you know, no one in my family could believe it. I mean, are there some people who are like, I can't believe this happened?
Yeah, they're so excited. I just had one woman call. It was a month after the program ended, and usually we do a follow-up call. She called me 2 days before I was scheduled to call her, and she's like, I just want to tell you I'm still smoke-free. She was so excited. So, I mean, and that's so rewarding to hear that. That's great.
If people are interested in the quit smoking program, if they want to know more about vaping, how do they get in touch with you at Pathway to Recovery?
So they just have to call, ask for Eileen. It's 570-455-9902 to sign up for the program. And like I said, it's all free of charge.
Perfect. Anything else I left out about vaping or about smoking this fall as we approach the holiday season? I guess we're in the holiday season now.
Right. No, I think you covered it all.
Well, Eileen, thank you so much. This was an education for me. Like I said, I was out, you know, at a tailgate, and I heard all the college kids talking about drooling. I had no idea what was
drooling.
going on. I'm not a parent, so I'm sure a lot of people need the information, including the kids, including the parents.